The Age of Enlightenment, Chapter 17. This is Isaac Newton. Newton's formulation of the law of universal gravitation exemplified the newly perceived power of the human mind. This is John Locke. Locke argued that all humans enter the world a blank page, and personality is created by the experiences of a person lives through. This is a printing shop. They were productive centers for the book trade and the newspaper publishing that the spread of ideas of the Enlightenment. This is Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. Together they published The Spectator, which fostered the value of polite conversation and the reading of books. This is Voltaire. Was a major voice that attacked religious persecution and advocated tolerance. This is Montesquieu. He wrote The Spirit of the Laws, in which he stated that a successful government has separation of power. This is Diderot and D'Alembert. They co-wrote the Encyclopedia. This is Rousseau, author of The Discourse on Equality and the Social Contract. Rousseau was a major influence on the French Revolution. This is John Toland, wrote Christianity Not Mysterious in 1696, which is one of the earliest deism works. This is Gotthold Lessing, wrote Nathan the Wise, which was a plea for toleration not only of different Christian groups, but also religious faiths other than Christianity. This is Inquiry into Human Nature, stated that no empirical evidence supported the belief in divine miracles central to much of Christianity. This is Baruch Spinoza. He set the example for a secularized version of Judaism. This is Lady Mary Wortley Montagu. She praised much about Ottoman society and urged the English to copy the Turkish practice of vaccination against smallpox. This is the Encyclopedia. It spread Enlightenment ideas throughout Europe. This is Beccaria. He believed that criminal justice system should ensure a speedy trial and certain punishment, and the intent of punishment should be to defer further crime. This is Pierre Dupont de Nemours. He's an example of a physiocrat, an economic reformer in France. This is Adam Smith, author of The Wealth of Nations and founder of the laissez-faire economic thought and policy. This is The Wealth of Nations. It embraced the theory of human, social, and economic development known as the four-stage theory. This is Mary Wollstonecraft. She argued that by confining women in the separate domestic sphere, women are victims of male tyranny. This is Jean-Antoine Watteau, painted by Jean-Antoine Watteau as an example of the Rococo style. This is another example, but it is painted by Jean-Honoré Fragonard. This is the Imperial Hall in Würzburg, Bavaria. The color, light, and elaborate decorative details are associated with the Rococo style. This is the Pantheon in Paris. It embodies the neoclassical style used for a Jesuit church. This is a sculpture by Jean-Antoine Houdon. Houdon produced numerous sculptures of leading philosophes. This is Frederick the Great of Prussia. More than any other ruler of his age, he embodied enlightened absolutism. This is Joseph II of Austria. He sincerely wanted the best for his people, but he was met with a series of aristocratic and peasant rebel. This is Catherine the Great of Russia. Her familiarity with Enlightenment and the general culture of Western Europe convinced her Russia was backwards and that it needed major reforms. This is the result of the Treaty of Kushka-Rayne-Ujiri, which gave Russia a direct outlet on the Baltic Sea. This is a map of the partition of Poland, but we're focusing on the first partition, therefore the partition of 1772, which is the light pink. Poland's political weakness left it vulnerable to its powerful neighbors. Thank you.